Hi everyone and welcome to day 5. Today our theme is ignite. So whether it's the magic within you, the fire within you, or your core, today we're focusing on firing it up. This is our ultimate core practice, yoga for abs, and what I really want you to focus on throughout this is that you are stronger than you think. So this practice, yes, is all about igniting that within you, but it's also about believing and knowing that you are stronger than you think. So throughout this practice, I encourage you to utilize the tools that we have already introduced in this program, starting with our breath. So throughout this practice today, connect to your breath and prioritize presence over the outcome. So we're prioritizing being present in this moment, being mindful of how we speak to ourselves in our minds throughout our practice, being mindful of how we move our bodies, knowing what feels good from what doesn't, rather than forcing ourselves to do something that maybe doesn't feel so great because we are attached to the expectation or the outcome of abs, having washboard abs. Prioritize presence over outcome and be present with what is. So we are going to begin today laying down so we can plant the soles of our feet into our mat, make sure we have enough space to go back, and slowly lower ourselves all the way down. From here, we'll inhale our hands all the way overhead, just getting a nice stretch in the armpit chest. And then we'll interlace our fingers and bring them to rest at the base of our head, kind of cradling the back of the head and the neck. Beautiful. From here, we'll take our feet and inhale them up just kind of 90 degrees, so our tabletop position reverse. And you should already feel the whole of your back laying flush against the mat. Turn your abs on, draw that navel up to meet the spine. Abs are engaged already. Squeezing the thighs together, squeezing the ankles together, either pointing or flexing the feet, totally up to you. On your next inhale, we'll lift the chest, coming into a crunch. Elbows are nice and wide, and we're holding our crunch here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful, and release. Hope we're all feeling good because we're going to do it again, but this time in the form of crunches. So here we go, 10 crunches. Inhale, lift up and crunch. Release. 2. Beautiful. 3, 4, 5. Elbows are nice and wide. 6. Starting to feel those abs fire on. Beautiful. 8. 2 more. 9. Last one. 10. Excellent. Release it back down. Release the hands and hug the knees into the chest. Maybe you rock a little side to side and just massage the low back. Beautiful. From here, we'll extend the legs all the way up, and we'll get a little movement in our hips, lifting our hips up towards the sky as we begin to rock all the way up to our seated. From here, we'll dive straight on to our all fours. Once we're in our all fours, our tabletop position, wrists are directly under the shoulders, knees directly under hips. Pressing into the tops of the feet, we'll do a little spinal flexion to warm up our spine with our cat-cow. Inhale, the tailbone draws up to meet the sky. Drop the belly, open up the heart, gazing forward. Press into the tops of the feet as the tailbone rounds down, bringing the chin to the chest. Beautiful. Inhale, opening up the heart, making space between the ears and the shoulders, and exhale, rounding down. Navel draws up to meet the spine. One more each way. Inhale. Beautiful. And exhale. Beautiful. On your next inhale, come back to your tabletop position, your flat back, and just checking with the foundation. So wrist under shoulders, knees under hips. Take a nice deep breath in and press away from the mat with our hands. And from here on our exhale, we'll tuck our toes under and hinge the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet here. Hug those low ribs in if you find that they're splaying out a little. And we'll just take a few breaths here in our downward facing dog. Beautiful. Awesome. From here, we're going to ripple forward, coming up onto the tiptoes and rippling all the way forward to our high plank. Holding it nice and steady here in our plank. Navel draws up to meet the spine. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a nice deep breath in and we're dipping our hips all the way over to the right for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, back up to our high plank, and we'll do it on the left side. Take a nice deep breath in, and here we go. 3, work those obliques, those side abs. 2, 1, bringing it all the way back up to high plank. Take a nice deep breath in, and exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal out those feet, bending one knee, followed by the next. Beautiful. From here, on our next inhale, we'll sweep the right toes all the way up towards the sky. Beautiful. On the exhale, we'll bend the knee and bring the right knee all the way out to kiss the right elbow, working those out obliques. And inhale, send it all the way back up, 3-legged dog. Exhale, draw it through the midline, hug it up, knee to nose. Beautiful. Inhale, send it all the way back up, 3-legged dog. And this time we're crossing the body, so exhale, right knee kisses the left elbow, nice and strong. Inhale, back up to 3-legged dog, and exhale, plant the right foot back down on the ground. From here, on our next inhale, we'll lower our knees down to the ground and sit back on the soles of our feet and just take a second here to stretch out the wrists. Give our wrists a little love, going in one way, followed by the other, wrist circles. Beautiful. When you're ready, we'll dive back down to our all fours, press away from the mat, take a nice deep breath in, and on our exhale, tuck the toes and send the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Beautiful. And like all things, we have to do it on the other side. So on our next inhale, sweep the left toes all the way up towards the sky. Exhale, draw that left elbow to kiss the left knee. Inhale, send it back up, 3-legged dog. Exhale, through the midline, knee to nose. Inhale, draw it back up to our 3-legged dog. And this time on our exhale, we're cross body, left knee kisses the right elbow. Inhale, send that left leg back up, and exhale, release to the ground. Pedal out our feet. Beautiful. On our next inhale, we'll lower down to the ground, lower the knees, untuck the toes, and again, we'll sit back onto the soles of our feet. Interlace the fingers together, and again, we'll just do some light wrist circle. Taking care of our wrists, even though we're turning on our abs. Beautiful. On our next inhale, we'll dive back to our tabletop position. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. From here, we'll step the left foot all the way back onto the toes, followed by the right, coming into our plank. Nice and strong here. We're holding in our plank. Navel draws up to meet the spine. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. On our next inhale, lower the knees, chest, and chin. Hug those elbows in. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, release. Fingertips in line with the tops of the shoulders. Pressing into the tops of the feet. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhale to our cobra. Bhujangasana. Exhale, release it all down to the mat. Forehead kisses the mat. And we'll do 3 more cobras. We can't have a strong core without a strong back. So pressing into the tops of the feet. Inhale to our cobra. And exhale, release. And again, inhale, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze the shoulder blades. Inhale to our cobra. Exhale, release. And we'll do 1 more. Fingertips in line with the tops of the shoulders. Here we go. Inhale to our cobra. And exhale to our downward facing dog. Beautiful. On our next inhale, we'll lower the knees down to the ground. We'll sit back onto our heels one last time, and this time, in any fancy way, we'll just come to a nice seated position. So we'll plant the feet into the mat. So our feet are a little like inner hip distance apart here, or we can bring them really together, completely your choice. We'll bring our hands to the back of our thighs and we'll rock back until we feel our core ignite. Beautiful. Once we're here, it's okay if you have belly rolls. Everybody under the sun has belly rolls. Be mindful of how you're talking to yourself throughout this practice, and remember that you are stronger than you think, and it's more about how it feels than how it looks. So we're here in our Navasana, our boat pose, and we can stay with our feet flush on the ground, or if you have the flexibility in the tops of your feet, you can come up onto your tippy toes. You can play with that. Or if you really want a little extra pep in your step, we can inhale our feet all the way up to our tabletop position, squeezing the thighs together, squeezing the ankles together. And when you've got your boat pose, whatever works for you, we'll release our hands and we're here for 10, 9, 8, focusing on the breath, 7, 6, 5, it's okay if you wobble, that's the prana, that's the energy, 3, 2, 1, and release the feet all the way back down to the ground. Sit up nice and tall through a straight spine, and on the exhale, pop the chin into the chest and round down, folding forward, feeling that sweet release in the back and the upper neck. Take a second here. Maybe you give yourself a little kiss on each elbow. Maybe you express gratitude for what your body is capable of that maybe you didn't know, or maybe you forgot how strong you were. Maybe you're experiencing new things. Maybe you're learning to do what feels good for you instead of following what other people are doing. But just taking a moment to honor what you're doing and to hold space for where you are. Beautiful. On your next inhale, we'll come all the way back and we're going to do it again. So we'll bring our hands to the backs of our thighs and send our sit bones all the way back until we feel our core turn on. And again, we can either be here with the feet flat onto the ground, hair onto our toes, hair into our tabletop, or we can extend the feet all the way up. So you find your boat pose, and when you're ready, we'll release the hands, palms facing up, put a smile on your face, and we're here for 10, 9, squeeze everything together, 8, 7, holding steady, coming back to the breath, 5, 4, 3, last 1, beautiful, bring everything all the way back down, sit up nice and tall again, and on the exhale, round down, chin to chest, Taking a moment just to hug ourselves, to embrace ourselves. That's definitely not easy. I'm sure your core is feeling it, feeling ignited, awakening the stagnant energy, getting the creative juices flowing. Beautiful. From here, we'll just scoot our sit bones a little bit closer to our heels. Take a peek back, make sure you have enough room, and we'll lower all the way down to the ground. Once again, we'll inhale our hands up and overhead. Nice full stretch here. And we'll interlace the fingers and bring them to rest at the back of the head and the neck. From here, we'll lift up only our right leg and we'll cross our right ankle over our right thigh, coming into a figure four. Beautiful. You can step the left heel up closer to our bum if that helps. And from here, we'll inhale, lift up to our crunch. Feel our core turn on. And we're going to take a twist. So from here, the left elbow crosses the body and comes to the right knee. Remember, the right knee isn't coming up to meet us. It's just our upper body moving, working those obliques, and release down. And we'll do two more. So inhale, lift it all the way up and cross body. Beautiful. Last one. Cross it over. Excellent. Release it down. This time we'll release the right leg. Maybe we shake it out if we need to. Grounding through that right foot. We'll inhale the left foot and cross the left ankle over the right thigh, coming into our figure four. Inhale, we'll lift up to our crunch. Feel our abs activated, ignited, and we'll cross it over. Right elbow to left knee. And release down. Beautiful. Two more. Lift it all the way up. Turn those abs on. Beautiful. Last one. Here we go. Right elbow to left knee. Beautiful. And release. Release the right leg down, left leg down. And we'll hug both knees into the chest, feeling that sweet release of abs well worked. And then from here, we'll bring the soles of the feet together and open up the hip. Release our hands down, palms facing up. From here, we're on to our very last one. So we'll lift the chest, feeling those abs turn on. Navel draws up to meet the spine. Here we go. Our left fingers are going to reach down to try touch our left ankle. Beautiful. Back up through center. We're taking it over to the right. Awesome. And again, left, center, right, center. Reach for the left, center. Reach for the right, center. 5 more each side. 1. Beautiful. 2. You got this. We can do this. 3. Here we go. Only 2 more. And awesome. Last one. Reach for the left. And this one. Reach for the right. And release. Bring your hands to rest on your belly. If this is uncomfortable for your feet, you can release your legs all the way out. And allow yourselves a moment to release and to let go. You can stay here in your Shavasana or your reclined butterfly as long as you can afford. If you have to get up and get going, that's no problem. But if you can stay for just even 1 more minute, stay and savor this moment. And of course, you can repeat this practice up to 3 times if you want a little extra burn. I'll check in with you later. I hope you have a wonderful day. Namaste.